some pictures of what happened today at the headquarters of the Labour Party, where protesting members of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, barricaded the main entrance into the national headquarters of the Labour Party. They were demanding the immediate sack of the national chairman, Comrade Julius Abure. The protesters were refused entry into the building by armed regular policemen on duty. The largely peaceful protesters were heard singing solidarity songs while calling for an end to, quote, Abure's reign of corruption and tyranny. NLC leadership had accused Abure of planning to hold what they call an illegal convention. This, they say, was to perpetrate his rule or, in the alternative, appoint cronies to act on his behalf.
He was in the NLC office to meet with the president of NLC. And I was present. And we discussed. I told him, look, everything has gone wrong. There are so many accusations, so many cases in courts. And you have been accused of even the Peter Obi, the presidential candidate, has said, look, let us have a situation where there is a forensic audit. The treasurer of the party has come out to say publicly, and is even in courts, to say that you, Abure, you stole money, you, Abure, you forged certificate of the late chairman. There's information, and police has investigated that you, Abure, did all sorts of things, that you forged court documents. And then NLC invited you. You refused to come.
All right, those are very strong allegations. Mr. Kende Edun is the National Legal Advisor of the Labour Party. He joins me from Asaba virtually. Thank you so much, Mr. Edun, for joining us tonight. These are strong allegations. I understand that some of the leadership of the party are in Asaba. To what end? They are saying, some members and leaders of the Labour Party are saying, do not go ahead with the national convention. What is going on with your party? It looks things have really fallen apart fast.
Thank you very much. The Labour Party is strong. The Labour Party is together. The Labour Party is focused. And the Labour Party is serious about delivering good governance to Nigerians. These individuals who are calling themselves NLC Political Commission, they are going beyond their mandate. And it is unfortunate that they have allowed greed and inordinate ambition to becloud them as to forget the mandate of the NLC. Joe Ajero's NLC is actually degrading and actually putting in opprobrium the name of the NLC. Is it the NLC of Pa Michael Imodu? Is this the NLC of Hassan Sumanu? Is it the NLC of even Adam Oshomole and the NLC of Ayuba Waba? These are individuals who believe in workers' welfare and who believe in good governance to deliver it. Joe Ajero is misled by inordinate ambition, and he's wrong.
When you say inordinate ambition, what do you mean? What do you mean by the inordinate ambition? What specifically are you talking about?
Yes,
reference?
Joe Ajero misfired by trying to overtake and impose himself on the Labour Party. Labour Party, as like any other political party, is desirous of divine good governance, and membership of the party is on individual basis. Only individuals can be members of political party. NLC cannot be a member. Only individuals. And let me tell you, Ajero is not even a member. The state chairman, Labour Party Imo State, addressed the press today that Ajero is not even a member of Labour Party. How can Ajero come up with this kind of shenanigans? How can he come up with this kind of attitude?
But Mr. Edun, Mr. Ajero was not at your party headquarters today. But it looks like you are evading what the issues really are. Just a moment, Mr. Edun. Just a moment. The allegations are about financial impropriety. the allegations are related to mismanagement of funds leveled against the leadership of the party led by Julius Abure, which you are a national legal advisor of. You are not answering to those allegations, but you're picking on Julius Abure right now.
Please, anybody can say anything. Allegations are empty. Has anybody found Abure guilty of financial mismanagement? Any talk is cheap. Anybody can say anything.
But the financial secretary of your party, the lady has come to town to say, these are the documents, these are the figures, these are the facts against Julius Abure. Has Julius Abure, just for a moment, been able to come to the public to give account of those allegations and those monies which they say are missing and have been found against him, that he has misappropriated this fund? Has he been able to explain all that?
Monies, the 3.5 billion did not come to Labour Party. Only 1.something million came to Labour Party. And we have an audited account that has been submitted to INEC, which is the regulatory authority. And we have a clean bill of health that this money came in and was expended judiciously.
Who gave you the clean bill of health, Ms. Aidun? Who gave you the clean bill of health? And what do you have a document to support that clean bill of health?
Has given the National Chairman clean bill of health. We have submitted to INEC, which is the regulatory authority, about how funds came in. That is mandatory. It is incumbent on us to give our account every year to submit to INEC. We have done that. We are not accountable to NLC. NLC, there is a difference between NLC and Labour Party. We are not accountable to them. We are only accountable to the regulatory authority. And we have submitted the audited report of the funds that came in and how they were expended. Joe Ajero's NLC is a disservice to the NLC. Joe Ajero's NLC has actually derogated and actually rubbished the gains that the NLC made during Asansu Manu, Pamake Bimodu, even during Adasho Mosiomole, and even during Ayuba Waba. What is the business? So the picketing they said you are doing.
Yeah, speak to the National Convention. Speak to the National Convention. They say you're not putting transparency into the process. Why must you go ahead when the people are raising question marks on the organization and the procedure? Because usually it's supposed to be from... Just a moment, let me ask a question. Just a moment, Mr. Edun. Just a moment. The procedure and the tradition is that you take the process and the election of the party from bottom to up. From ward to the local government and state, then you go to National Convention. Why are you going from National Convention downwards?
There is nothing in the Constitution of Labour Party that says that the state congress must come before the National Convention. States and local governments, their tenure is only for 3 years, while the tenure of the national officers are for 4 years. There are many states now whose Congress held about 1 or 2 years ago who are still in office. You cannot hold another Congress when their tenure is still on. So what we are saying is that the tenure of many of our states and local government executives are still running. How can you now say you want to hold another election there? So, if you look at the constitution of our party, it does not say that.
Mr. Edun, just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Because it is not only those of the NLC that are worried. There are those on the other side in your party that are worried. The Lamidi Apapa, Abayomi Arabambi and the rest are also worried. Just a moment. Abayomi, just a moment. Abayomi Arabambi is in our Lagos studio. Just a moment. Mr. Abayomi Arabambi, thank you so much for joining us. You have a grasp about what is going on. What is your side of the divide issue about the convention and what is going on in your party? Mr. Arabambi.
No, it's not audible. Hello? Hello?
I think, we're trying to reconnect, confirm the connection. Mr. Arabambi, I don't know if you can hear me now.
I'm not hearing.
Can you hear me now, Mr. Arabambi? out there. So, Mr. Arabambi, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So I'm saying what you have a grasp about, you heard what Mr. Edwin is saying about the situation in the party. What's your position?
Well, thank you very much. We are also averse to the act of NLC today at the national headquarters of the party, because as far as we are concerned, the trade dispute in section 47(1) of the Trade Union Act says any dispute between employer and workers or between workers and workers which is connected with the employment or non-employment or the form of employment and physical condition of work of any person. And picketing, most definitely, if you want to do picketing, it's going to be between workers and employer. That is defined in section 51, section 54(1). To mean worker means any employee, that is to say any member of the public service or the federation or a state or any individual other than a member of any of such public service who has entered into a work under a contract with an employer, whether the contract is in manual or conventional. Now, the law now says that the picketing of any place of work can go on, but must not involve any other breach of civil law, such as trespass or nuisance. This is the Trade Union Act, that I just read that now. So it is obvious today
that you do not support you're saying that you do not support what the NLC did today by picketing the headquarters of the Labour Party.
We are not in support because it's about leadership.
Julius Abure leadership and the national convention that is being planned.
You said?
You are against the national convention as being planned by the Julius Abure leadership and what is going on with Julius Abure and the contention that you have from your own group.
Now, the point is this: I am not even interested in the convention. Our grounds is against the forceful takeover of our party, where the NLC intend to announce the following: as acting national chairman and national secretary, they intend to announce one Ladilia as acting national chairman and a lawyer and a Nollywood actor, Kenneth Okoko, as acting national secretary. And I also want to put it to Comrade Ajero that over 3 times now he had discussed the issue of his presidential ambition come 2027, and he knew it is practically impossible because we presently have leadership issues even in Labour Party, which is an internal affairs of the party. I do not expect them to now ambush the rule of law, because April 17 Comrade Ajero invaded that secretariat and a passive vote of confidence on Comrade Julius Abure, despite FCTI call rescinding order. And Julius Abure, in line of exercise of duty, filed an appeal against that judgment. That judgment that recorded Papa, the Court of Appeal on March 6 set aside, the judgment of the FCTI court. Same day, Mr. Ajero came out to now pass vote of no confidence. It amounted to a man approbating and reprobating, at the same time. What exactly is the issue that we have with them? When we have internal issue, it is about the issue of Labour Party, it's about the issue of leadership, it's between Apapa and Abure. It is not the business of NLC because they are not financial member. So the convention they are talking about is not part of the trade dispute as stipulated in section 47(1) and 54(1) of the Trade Union Act. And they have already considered themselves as a political terrorist with the way they invaded, they even shove aside some policemen. The way they invaded that secretariat means that it is not only the economic terror we are talking about now. Joe Ajero is gradually, because of his presidential ambition, I repeat, his presidential ambition in 2027 is not trying to annex Labour Party to NLC because they only have 2 nominal members in our constitution. So I want Nigeria to know that the legislative question we are talking about does not extend to NLC. It is clearly an issue between us and Julius Abure, and we don't want their involvement.
Mr. Arabambi, the Labour Party and NLC, they've shown that there is a relationship. But just quickly in 20 seconds, what is the way out? Because your party is in a quagmire. In 20 seconds, the way out.
The party is not in a quagmire. We demand for the immediate arrest of Joe Ajaero for his attempted, assassination of our democratically elected administration. Because those of us, in that party, even if we have squabbles, I insist it is beyond NLC. NLC should stay out. If you want to run for president, you shouldn't think by appointing his puppet there, he can have his way. It's a validity issue, and we all want to write our name in gold, that in our time we were able to resolve this issue. If we choose to resolve the issue with Abure today, it is not the business of NLC.
Yeah. We need to get Joe Ajaero to react to all of this. Mr. Edun, let me give you 20 seconds to let me know what is the way out from your own point of view. Just a sentence.
Labour Party is tight and strong. NLC, they are just misbehaving. And Joe Ajaero is the cause of this misbehavior of the NLC. There can be no picketing when there is no lawful strike. There is no lawful strike. Our employees are members of the NLC. The Labour Party is not the employer of these NLC people. Why would they talk about picketing? Joe Ajaero is pursuing a personal agenda. Joe Ajaero has a political ambition. We should pursue it elsewhere. So we are saying that
we are the national legal advisor of the Labour Party, and Abayami Arabambi is the fractional national public secretary of the Labour Party. Thanks so much, gentlemen. We were hoping that to get Joe Ajaero to react to all of this, but that's how far we can go.